This girl didn't know whether she wanted to hate my guts or be in my guts. And that's where the problem started, to be honest with you. Story time. So, bam. Once upon a time, there was this girl named Jay. How me and Jay met, we used to work at the same job. Back then, I felt like warehouse jobs was the jobs for all the masks, for all the studs, for all the time, whatever. Warehouse jobs, whether it was FedEx, Amazon, UPS, you could find, I felt like a pretty decent, LGBT type person. So, bam, I was already working there, already had my group of friends, everything. Jay came in as the new girl, and as my job, I was supposed to train Jay. I was so good at my job, so everybody coming through the door, they're like, yes, Star, go ahead and, get on that. Train him up to be the best employee. I got you. Now, let me give y'all a description of Jay. She's tall, chocolate, pretty smile, very masculine. She was very attractive. I felt like a lot of the girls in the warehouse was after her. She fresh meat. When you spending time at work, 8, 10, sometimes 12 hours a day around somebody other than your spouse or whoever you dating, sometimes you could tend to build. So I had already expected her to have, a lot of girls because, like I said, when she came through the door, those warehouse walls was already whispering. People was already trying to, see what Jay was about. Whole time I'm training her. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm training her how to do her job, whatever. And I'm mentioning to her, I'm like, yeah, a couple of girls already told me to come up to you and ask you, were you single? She's like, yeah, but I got my eyes on somebody already. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Who? She like, nah, I don't like kiss and tell. Like, you gonna find out. I'm just like, all right, bet. Jay, she seemed pretty cool, whatever. She asked me, what I was doing for lunch. I told her I was gonna get some wings. She asked me if she could ride. Cute. Like a month had went by after I was done, training Jay. She was doing a job of her own. But, people would say that me and her was getting pretty close, in the warehouse. I just felt like when I would take my breaks, she would take her breaks. When I would take my lunch, she would take her lunch. It was times where I would tell, like, because, I feel like we had to announce when we was going to be out so somebody could cover our position. And I would let them know, like, hey, y'all, I'm not going to be here Thursday, Friday. I'm going on a trip, whatever. And coincidentally, she wasn't there Thursday or Friday. So much so that people thought that we were spending our time together or we was on trips together. But it wasn't that. She just did not want to be at work if I wasn't at work. Let's say I was running late. She would call my phone, blow my phone up. Hey, bro. And this is exactly how she hold on. She would call me like, hey, bro, where you at? Like, you still come to work, right? Like, you good? You all right? And mind you, I'm just running late. You know what I'm saying? These jobs don't really pay me enough to be on time all the time, especially back then. So it's like I get there when I get there. Cute. Now, mind y'all, we was kind of work buddies. She kind of came in with me and the rest of my friends. It was so crazy because, like, the rest of my work group they did not like her, but it was just something about her that you could tell was kind of throwing them off. But anyway, me and Jay had never hung out outside of the workplace. So it was coming up on a weekend. One of my friend groups that worked in a warehouse that I was cool with, she was having a birthday party. She's having a section and she was letting everybody know that they was inviting, including Jay. Cute. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to tell y'all a big flaw about me that a lot of my exes, like, kind of brought to my attention or something that they would say about me. I'm kind of slow to picking up on when somebody really likes me. And this is why. Because I feel like if I'm not attracted to you, if I don't like you back, you really going to have to say it with your chest because I'm not studying you. I'm not really paying attention to, like, the flirty things that you're saying. I'm not paying attention to the F me eyes that you could possibly be giving me. I'm not paying attention to anything of that sort because I feel like I only pay attention to, like, if I'm attracted to. Like, it has to be a mutual thing. So keep that in mind, right? Cute. How many times have I said cute so far? I don't know. So boom, the night is here. It's my friends, that I work with. It's her birthday party. She got a section. We on our way to the club. I get there kind of like a little bit before everybody else. Y'all, me, I don't play when it comes to parking situations. I like to be on time. I like to get my money's worth, my time worth, my experience worth. So I'm there. I go to the bathroom and apparently Jay showed up and my friend said she was immediately like, oh my God, like, where's Starya? I don't see Starya, whatever. And they like, chill, calm down. She's in the bathroom. So I'm in the bathroom, washing my hands, flirting probably in somebody else's face, you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, I feel like I was talking to somebody, but it wasn't really nothing serious to the point where it would be considered cheating. So yeah, we in the club, I'm in the bathroom, the women knowing me, I'm on them back, they what I'm saying, like I'm just doing my little 1-2. Next thing you know, you can physically hear somebody bust in the bathroom and we all looking back because like, why are you doing all that when you could have just, gently pushed the door? And it's Jay. And she's like, hey, you good? Everything all right? Like as if I'm supposed to be in some type of great danger. I'm like, yeah. I'm washing my hands. I just got done using the bathroom. Everything's okay. Like, calm down. Now, mind you, Jay is walking in front of me. We on our way out the bathroom to go back and meet up with my friends that's in the section. And the girl kind of stopped me asking for my number. Jay proceeds to turn around, tells the girl, oh, no, she good. Kind of gets my arm and kind of drags me out the bathroom. And I'm just like kind of laughing because maybe she thought the girl was on my side. I don't know. But y'all, I never took it like anything other than that. And I know y'all like, oh, well, y'all seen that from a mile away. I would have been peeped that. I just really didn't take her to be that type of girl. Cute. We get back to the section, the bottles start coming out, everybody start taking shots, so we's having a really good time celebrating my friend. She was one of my really good work friends, so I felt like this night was all about her, so of course she finna do it up. I'm in my zone, I'm dancing, like, you know, I'm kicking it with my friends, but every time I turn around, I see that Jay is just literally sitting at the back of the section staring at me, and I'm kind of looking at her like she's not breaking eye contact. She's making it completely obvious that she has all eyes on me. She's not drinking, she's not dancing, she's not even doing no little diddy bop, she's just looking straight at me. Even one of my friends put me to the side and she's like, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that, but do you and Jay mess around? And me completely disregarding the fact that she's talking about the Jay in our section. I'm like, who? I'm thinking maybe another girl named Jay, or maybe, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, she's like the Jay that we work with, the Jay that's in the section, the Jay that can't keep her eyes off you. I'm like, what? No, stop playing with me. Like, no. While I'm trying to, you know, explain to my friend that Jay and I have nothing going on, Jay proceeds to get up, walk right between me and my friend and stand there. And she's kind of got this smirk on her face. So I'm like, mind you, she's tall. I'm probably 6 feet, but she probably 6'5". So she's looking down upon me. Like, that's the visual I'm trying to give to y'all. So I'm looking at Jay like, what's up? What you got going on? She moving like she about to kiss me. Yo, this stud just tried to kiss me in the middle of the club, and I almost let her do it. Psych, here's what we're not gonna do. Y'all gonna stop coming over here thinking I'm an easy bake oven. I'm easy like Sunday morning. I'm easy over eggs, because I'm not all the time anyway. When I say I have probably never been caught off guard so hard in my life, it was literally, I couldn't even move. So she probably thought I wanted to kiss her back because I'm literally just standing there like a lump on a log. When in reality, I just can't believe Miss Mamas. I never saw that coming. So I'm standing there, and it's like my friend kind of pushed her back because my friend literally saw me just in distress. I'm literally just like... So when my friend pushed Jay comes back and was like, what? You didn't think I was about to kiss you? Come on, stop. I was just playing with you. I wasn't about to kiss you. Come on, God. Nah, I play about a lot of things. I play with a lot of people, friends, family, whatever. One thing I don't play with is where I put my lips at. I wouldn't play with you like that. Why would you play with me like that? Still just standing there, stuck on stupid, looking at Jay. She like, I was trying to tell you something, duh. I was trying to whisper in your ear. Why would I kiss you, bro? Come on, bro. Why would I kiss you, bro? You so crazy. So, you know, me, maybe I'm tripping. I'm like, you know what? Dang, that probably hurt her feelings. That probably embarrassed her because my friend overly did the most. My friend literally shoved the girl and was like, what you want? That's one of my overprotective friends. I'm sure we all got some overprotective friends. Well, she was one of them. So I'm like, dang, maybe Jay was just trying to tell me something. Here I am being mean. Like, don't touch me, don't whatever. So I'm like telling Jay, like, I apologize. It wasn't like that. I didn't know you was trying to tell me something. She's like, oh, no, it's cool, bro. Like, anything you do, cool. And I should have known then. Anytime somebody making exceptions for you, anytime somebody telling you basically you could do whatever, or just because it's you, you need to watch your back. So, boom, we in the section. We still continue to party. Jay is finally taking shots. Thank goodness, because like I said, I feel like the whole night, her eyes was on me. She barely even blinked. The more shots she's taking, the more loose she's getting, the more comfortable she's getting. So she's starting to dance. Now, although very masculine, y'all in the comments ask me, yes, she's a stud. I feel like they would call her a super stud. She's very musk, very type thing. So anyway, although she was very masculine presenting or whatever, she could really dance. And I mean, like popping and rolling. Picture like Beyonce dance for you video. That's how Jay was dancing in the club. Y'all know how they be playing the music, like the slow music, they'll slow it down because they trying to get everybody to leave. They trying to put everybody out. Y'all, Jay was like literally ripping her shirt off, like ripping her muscle shirt in half, bumping and grinding. You know, and my friends cheering for us. So I'm like, oh, okay, because it's like, I want to cheer for her, but not too much, because as she's doing all this bumping and grinding and gyrating and jerking and jiving, she's looking me right in my eyes, like no contact. Mind you, like I said, I'm not no hater. Jay was very attractive. She had girls coming up, trying to throw money on her, trying to talk to her, and she's like, nah, she locked in on the kid. So again, me, very awkward, very, you know, caught off guard. I'm just kind of like, go Jay. Woohoo, go Jay, do your thing. So I'm sitting at the top of the section, just kind of sitting up there. The lights are on at this point, like they cut the lights on in the club. People are surrounding our section. Jay was like down on the floor. She's slowly bumping and grinding, slow rolling, hip rolling her way up there to me, because I'm the only one up there. So it's just like, go Jay, stop Jay. Y'all, this girl literally in front of my face, hips don't lie, Shakira type thing. She literally going hard, talk about Sierra in the Promise video. Picture just somebody bumping and grinding. I mean, like her rent was due. That was her, and I'm just sitting there, and everybody like, oh yeah, like, oh yeah, stud on stud. Now, mind you, before y'all get to going crazy, I have nothing against stud on stud. I'm very cool. I'm friends with a stud on stud couple. A lot of y'all are very sexy. I have whatever you prefer, as long as you ain't on no sick, you know, little kid stuff. Do what you do. But I'm saying that was just like one of the first times that it was like, you know, just put on to me, and I'm just like, I really didn't know her, didn't know she'd get down like that. So of course I'm just like, I wasn't like disgusted, but I was just kind of like, what are you doing, if you will? My overprotective friend comes and save me again, because every time Jay gets in front of me, I just lock up, because I'm just like, what? She comes through and she tells Jay, all right, bro, that's enough, put your clothes on, whatever, we finna go. Jay just laughing. She ain't really saying nothing. She just like, you know, I could do that, could you? You know, I really didn't care what you could or could not do, Jay, but I mean, to each his own. At this point, security is over it. You know, you have some security guards, they just do not like all that LGBTQ stuff. So you're like, all right, everybody out, everybody get out. I felt like he was a hater. So we walking towards the door, all of us trying to get out at the same time. So it's kind of like a line. So I'm in the front. That's really all I remember. One of my friends to my right, one of my friends, my work friends to the left or whatever. We just going out. It's a lot of girls around. You know, I get the chit and chat and they, where you from? Where you live? Like, what's your number? Whatever. I'm seeing something I like. Apparently they like me too. Kill. I'm almost making it out the door. Mind you, everybody bunched up just trying to get out the door, because security at this point, they're just getting overly annoying. I'm coming out the door and I feel some hands like go around my waist. So I'm thinking it's one of the little cuties with a booty. So I turn around also. What you feel me? It's Jay, and she like, I got you. I'm not gonna let nobody hurt you either. Oh, brother. You know, it genuinely does suck when you're thinking you have a genuine friendship with somebody. You thinking y'all bonding, y'all having a great time, and all along, they're just trying to get into your pants. All the slick stuff Jay said up until that point of the club, of her grabbing me, putting her hands around my waist, it's like I kept pushing it to the side. I kept thinking, oh, she's just being funny. Maybe this is a bromance, a studmance, if you will. But the way she grabbed me right then and there, it already let me know, like, all right, maybe she's not just joking around. Maybe I am kind of taking this too, like, maybe I am being too passive aggressive. So I turned around and I just let her know, like, hey, I don't like that. Like, don't do that. Don't. She's like, oh, no, bro, my bad. I was just playing. Look, you always just playing. I don't like the way you play. I don't play like that. Can you please stop? I feel like a lot of times, just because, you know, the WLW, women love, whatever the case, just because we're both women, whatever the case may be, does not make it okay. You can't just touch me without my permission. You still gonna need that consent. Jay never had consent to do none of the stuff that she was doing. And up until that moment, I was fed up. So now me and Jay is getting into a little back and forth, because she's just steadily expressing to me how, oh, she's just joking around and I'm taking it too hard. Like, I need to lighten up. Lighten up, you just don't need to touch me. Like, how about that? Like, how about we try that? I need to lighten up and you need to not touch me. Therefore, we both can be satisfied. One of my friends that we went out with starts to hear us going back and forth, and she like, yeah, Jay, I don't know, you've been acting kind of weird the whole night. Like, you can't keep your eyes off her, you can't keep your hands off her. It's starting to make her uncomfortable, and she's like, it's starting to make us uncomfortable too. Like, we don't even want to watch, because it's apparent that I'm just kind of trying to give friend energy, but Jay is looking for something more. Jay continues to say, oh, well, you know, she plays a lot and that's just what it is. Nobody else has anything to say. Well, we not everybody else. I can't stand when somebody try to be like, well, nobody ever told me that before. Well, let me be the first. Another thing that was overly irritating me, like, okay, I said what I said, she said what she said. Me and my friends, we start to walk to the car. Jay is still like, come on, like, you're not going to do me like that, are you? Like, I was just joking. It's just a joke. Don't be mad. Study egging it on. Like, I said what I said and I left it there back at the door that you grabbed me at. I don't want to talk about it. You're following me, and I feel like you're kind of like poking me. You study poking me. You study poking me. At this point, one of my friends like, you know what? Just ignore her. Just get in the car, whatever the case. So we get in the car. We ride off. Jay proceeds to call my phone back to back to back. She's texting my phone. Hey, talk to me. I didn't mean for this to happen. What's going on? Don't be mad at me. My friend couldn't wait to pull off. She had no interest of hearing anything that Jay had to say, whatever the case may be. They went to Waffle House. I went home. I shower, I'm laying in the bed, kind of checking my notifications, and on Instagram, I see I have a new follow request. At that time, my page was private. So I'm like, okay, let me go look and see. It's a girl, you know what I'm saying? She looking good. I go to her page. She got all the aesthetics. She got all the feels. And as I'm checking out her page, I get a DM from her. And basically it's saying like, hey, you look so good. I saw you at the club, but I didn't know how to approach you. Now, I could have saw her too, maybe, but it's like the whole night, Jay took the entire attention and put it on her. But I'm just like, okay, it's cool. So like, she lived here. She just see me at the club. She look good. I look good. Let's see what's going on. So I hit her with my infamous line, if you like what you see, get me out your DMs and get me on your phone. Just like that, you never know what I'm saying. I ain't really got too much time to play. If I see something I like, and we might as well just go ahead and do it. What we waiting on? We ain't getting no younger. Y'all, me and the girl texting until the break of dawn. We literally text. I'm like, you know, maybe you should call me. You should FaceTime me. She's like, I don't know. My roommate is asleep. I don't want to wake her up. And, you know, I respected that. But at the same time, it's like, all right, I'm a voice person. Like, once I see you, for whatever reason, I need to know how you sound. So that's just kind of what the thing was with me. But she's like, you know what? I owe you a phone call. I owe you a FaceTime, whatever. I honestly owe you a date. But let's just keep talking. Let's keep getting to know each other. And I'm like, okay, keep that that makes sense. That makes sense. So I screenshot her page. I drop it in my group chat, and I'm like, hey, y'all, did anybody see a girl like this that, you know, from the club last night or whatever? And everybody's saying like, nah, like, I don't think so. Y'all, Jay was still in that group chat. So Jay was like, as a matter of fact, I think I did see her when I was coming back from the bathroom. She was kind of standing up by the wall by herself or whatever. So I was like, you know, I really didn't take that as a red flag that Jay was the only one that, you know, see her, because it's like Jay had her eyes on me the whole night. So how you had time to look at somebody else to see if somebody else is there? But neither here nor there. We're gonna get the girl from the club that I'm texting. Her name's gonna be Kay. Me and Kay texting all weekend. You know, lucky for her, I had plans to do too, so I really didn't have too much time to like talk on the phone or FaceTime. So we just texting down. I'm talking about every second. As soon as my phone vibrate, I'm texting her back. As soon as I send a text back to her, she immediately texted me back within the same minute. We was just going back and forth, and I like the energy. She was asking me all kind of questions like, what's my type? What I like to do for fun? You know, about my family. Am I the only child? This and that. But something that she kept kind of asking me, she's like, but when it comes to like the LGBTQ community, she's like, are you just femmes? Are you studs? And I had just made it clear, you know, have nothing against the stud on stud or whoever. You can like whatever. But as far as me, I'm more into the soft, feminine, pretty type, you know, that's like my kind, soft, you know, kind of woman. Cute. Kay then began to ask me, she's like, so if we were dating, if we were in a relationship, and then one day I woke up and I decided to turn into a stud, would you still be with me? Now, why on earth would you ask me something like that? And don't get me wrong. I'm all for the, you know, what if questions. You know, sometimes it makes it a little fun. Sometimes it piques the curiosity. But out of all things, Kay, why are you asking me this? So, you know, I'm still in the Mecca mode. So I'm like, yeah, I'll still be with you. Well, I wouldn't leave you for that. I'm not like that. I wouldn't do you like that. She replies back and says, LOL, remember you said that, boo. Oh, brother.